I have 20 plus years experience in the space and defense industry. I delivered satellite missions on telecommunication, Earth observation, as well as exploration missions. So at 4IG Space and Defense, I serve as Director of Satellite Programs. At the moment, we are focused on a specific initiative, which is called USAT. USAT is a program comprising a telecommunication geostationary satellite development called UGEO and a Earth observation satellite development. It's a constellation of 8 satellites, 6 electro-optical and 2 SAR, called ULEO. Essentially, I'm responsible for the end-to-end development, from development of the platform, payload, integration, and delivery into orbit, as well as downstream operations, which means analysis of data and flow down of information to the end customer. Let's say that I make satellite happen, essentially, from development to in-orbit insertion. I coordinate a team of people in order to make sure that they work together as a team, delivering value. I have 20 plus years experience in the space and defense industry. I delivered satellite missions on telecommunication, Earth observation, as well as exploration missions. I also delivered and coordinated large-scale corporate operations. At the university, I followed aerospace engineering studies, and I worked on, actually for my thesis, I worked on a practical application which was developing a microsatellite platform. So when I have seen my endeavors materializing in something that actually went into orbit, actually there is where definitely I said, okay, this is what I would like to do also as a profession. Following that, I started working first in Italy in a small medium enterprise involved in space as well as military applications. After that, I accepted a job in UK as engineering manager for MT Aerospace, and that was in 2010. And at that point, I started my international experience, which then led me to work for Airbus. Airbus offered me a job in 2013 as responsible for propulsion system structure integrity. I became then manager inside Airbus in the following years. I then accepted to go back to Rome within Airbus to cover head of programs in Italy. And after that, I also covered the role of Chief Operating Officer for Airbus in Italy, and then for 4IG. Management of big data is what I think in the future will make the difference also for space applications. So artificial intelligence, as we have seen, so the ability to managing real-time data and therefore operating satellites in real time, that would be something that will be a game changer in the future, but also quantum technologies for encryption, for telecommunication, for example. These are the mainstreams. Space is a multidisciplinary discipline. And as soon as you understand that you need to connect all dots and you need to have a good understanding of the system, as soon as you can progress more quickly. So from my perspective, having the ability to work with experienced persons gives you the ability also to enable working setup based on empowerment. So when you trust the knowledge of people and when you have knowledgeable people around, you can also establish a working environment where empowerment is in place, and this means that because empowerment is the only way to succeed properly in a mission, in a project. Being able to have people that autonomously, without micromanagement, perform and deliver. If you look at European landscape, you have 5 countries today that have autonomous access to assets in telecommunication and Earth observation in orbit. Spain, Italy, Germany, UK and France. Hungary would be the only country in the Central Eastern part of Europe to gain this asset, which will put Hungary in a leading role for what concerns service providing in a Central European side of the continent. And of course, it's a sovereignty important achievement for Hungary itself. It's a fantastic place where to live, I think. And in general, I found here people very polite, very calm. I am very relaxed, actually, when I am in Budapest. I found something very similar to what I have experienced in UK, I have to say. It's a fantastic city. I find myself very well in this environment. Definitely the knowledge that I'm part of an ambitious mission, of a huge endeavor with a clear an ambitious objective. So for me, that is something that motivates me a lot, being part of something that can make the difference in history, actually. We do, for me, is everything, because encompasses actually the unity, the action of actually achieving a clear objective. So is the whole thing that does matter when one wants to achieve a mission and deliver.